Today we're going to go through the assignment 8, system of linear equation. Let's start with question 1. So I'm going to make use of the Poya 4 steps when I'm going to deal with the question itself. So let's take a look at number 1, understand the question. So basically you read the question, it's about a businessman in Australia who stayed in these 3 different cities throughout his work trip. And it consists of accommodation, transport, and meals, right? So the question reflected that he spent a total of 1,560 on accommodation, right? 390 on transport, and 350 on the meal itself, right? So you need to start planning the next step, right? You need to plan it, right? So once you have understood it, you need to plan it, how you're going to write down in the 3 equation, all right? Okay, so first you need to define like the number of days that this businessman stayed in the different city, right? So let's write it down. Okay, let me zoom in. That's the number of days the businessman spent in cities A, B, and C, B, X, Y, and Z respectively. Okay, then let us see how we can get that 3 equation. So he spent 1,560 on accommodation. It consists of city A, city B, and city C. So we're going to get the first equation here. 430 plus 250y plus 230z equals to 1560. That's my equation 1. Similarly, for the transport, he spent $390. So I'm going to have 100x plus 120y plus 150z equals to 390. That's my equation 2. All right. And similarly for the meals also, the cost of the meal, which is 350. Right. So I have 90x plus 100y plus 120z equals to 350. So I got 3 equation and 3 unknowns, right? Okay, so I'm ready to solve them. Okay, so now I'm going to do on the next part called do it, right? Okay, so I'm going to use my GC for this. Let's scroll down. And now let's take our GC and let's go to the main. You go for this polynomial solver app, right under this app. Wait, let me just quit this app. Right, choose your polynomial solver tool, right? Simultaneous equation, 3 equation, 3 unknown, press next, right? And key in the value itself. Okay. Okay, let me check the numbers are correct. Okay, since x and y and z are so-called number of days, the expected answers that you will see is going to be an integer. Yes, so this is a good answer that you can have. So once you have that, you can write it down that using GC, x is 3, y is 2, z equals to minus 1. And now you see something is a bit weird. How can the number of days be a negative 1, right? So that is something that is not in the correct form. Okay, so now, okay, so you should write it here. Since number of days must be positive, his record incorrect, right? And that's why it asks here he made a mistake in his record. Then he checked his record, he found that it actually should be 1590, right? So this one shouldn't be 1560 but 1590, all right? So this accommodation is 1590, and the total amount of days he stayed in Australia is 5 days. This will mean that it's x plus y plus z equals to 5, right? Because there will be a total number of days that he will spend in city A, B, and C, right? So with that, we're going to have that two equation. So with the new information given, we have 430x plus 250y plus 230z equals to 1590, and you got x plus y plus z equals to 5. So the next thing, I'm going to use my GC to find out the answer. Alright, same thing, I go to main, simultaneous equation. Do take note that now would be two equation but three unknown. Right, three unknown. Then you press next and you key in the value. Okay. Alright, then after that press solve and you get this answer. Do take note that x3 equals x3. So basically I will convert this x3 to be a variable. I call it a lambda then, right? Okay, so let's go back and you can write it down using GC. So x equals to 17 over 9 plus 1 over 9 lambda, which is my x3. Y equals to 28 over 9 minus 10 over 9 lambda, and z is my lambda, right? So I know that x, y, z must be an integer because this is so-called number of days, right? Okay, so basically, how am I going to change it to number of days then? Okay, so you need to guess and check in this case here. So one of the best way to guess and check, you look at this, how to form an integer. Then you say that why not I make lambda equals to 1. If I add them up, it will be 18 over 9, which is 2. And same thing for here. If lambda equals to 1, I got like 28 over 9 minus 10 over 9, which is 18 over 9, which is 2. So my lambda equals to 1. Alright. So by this case here, so you say by elimination, alright, lambda equals to 1 seems to be the only possible answer. Right. So thus, right, sorry, let me change my pen. Okay. So thus, sorry, never mind. So this is by elimination. It's, okay, let me just continue on to write down. Okay, so thus my x equals 2, y equals to 2, and my z equals to 1. Right. So now the last part of it is how much he spent in city A. Right. So the answers are all integers. In fact, they are positive integers. Okay, which is what you're looking for, right? So you're looking back, you look back, yes, this is a suitable answer. So last part of it, how much you spent in city A? In fact, you only spent 2 days in your city A, right? And they are looking for the total amount he spent. So in city A, in city A, he spent on accommodation, transport, and meal. So it should be this direction for 2 days, right? And therefore, the total amount Okay, so total amount he spent in city A is 430 times 2, right? Plus 100 times 2 plus 90 times 2. He spent 2 days in city A, right? 2 days. So everything times 2 and you get your answer for this. 1240. Okay, thank you.